Tonight, Kitfo, finely minced beef, warmed but never cooked, folded with spiced butter until it turns glossy and rich. From the Gurage highlands of Ethiopia, where this dish is the pride of a whole people, and the way they say welcome. There is a patience here that looks like restraint. The beef is never seared, never stewed. It is only warmed, gently, in butter that has been perfumed for hours. Rush it, and the meat turns gray and tired. Honor it, and it stays tender, silken, alive with spice. Kitfo asks for the finest beef you can find, and then asks you to do almost nothing to it. Servings 4. 25 minutes to prepare. 5 minutes of the gentlest warmth. Half an hour from start to table. 1.5 pounds of beef tenderloin. Half a cup of Mitmita Kibbeh, the spiced clarified butter. 1 cup of aib, the soft fresh cheese. 1 tablespoon of Mitmita. 1 teaspoon of salt. 4 rounds of injera and a spoonful of olive oil. Begin with the beef. Trim away every trace of fat and gristle until only the deep red muscle remains. This dish hides nothing, so the meat itself must be perfect. Cool, clean, and firm under the knife. Now the mincing. With a very sharp knife, work the tenderloin down again and again until it is almost creamy. Not ground, not paste, minced by hand, grain by grain, the way it has always been done in the Gurage kitchens. In a small pan over the lowest heat, warm the Niter Kibbeh. Let it melt into gold, liquid, glistening, but never hot enough to sizzle. This is the whole secret. The butter must be warm, not fierce. Then whisk in the Mitmita and the salt, and watch the spice bloom into the fat. Set the minced beef into a warm glass bowl. Pour the spiced butter over it, slow and steady, amber sinking into red. And now, the moment that gives Kitfo its name, the toss. 30 seconds with a wooden spoon, gentle, unhurried, until every grain of beef turns glossy, warmed through by the butter, but still, at its heart, raw, not cooked, only kissed by heat. When it shines like this, it is ready, not a moment longer. Serve it at once, while the warmth still holds. A soft mound of aib beside it, cool and mild against the fire of the Mitmita, and injera all around, to gather, to wrap, to carry each bite by hand. Kitfo belongs to the Gurage people of the green terraced hills of south-central Ethiopia. Among them It is not everyday food. It is the dish of honor set before a guest you wish to keep and served at the feasts that mark a life. To be offered Kitfo is to be told that you matter. The name itself is the method. Kitfo comes from an old Ethio-Semitic word, kit-FOH, meaning to chop finely, to mince. The dish is named not for its spice nor its butter, but for the patient hand and the sharp blade, for the care of cutting good meat down to silk. For the Gurage, Kitfo sits at the heart of Meskel, the great festival of the finding of the cross, when families gather from far away. Beside it, traditionally, comes kocho, the dense bread pressed from the enset plant, the false banana the Gurage have tended for 1,000 years. Meat and bread and butter, the taste of coming home. In the Kitfo houses of Addis Ababa, you may choose your warmth. Tere, fully raw. Leb, warmed just so, the way we have made it tonight. Or cooked all the way through, however it comes. Kitfo carried the Gurage name across all of Ethiopia. A small kingdom of flavor built on one perfect idea. So here it is. A glossy mound of beef, deep with mitmita and butter. The cool white of ayib at its side. Injera waiting in soft folds. No stove has touched the meat. No hurry has spoiled it. Only warmth and spice and time. Kitfo endures because it trusts the simplest things. Good meat, warm butter, a patient hand, and the wish to honor whoever sits down to eat. The Gurage have known it for centuries, that to feed someone well is to love them out loud. And the table at last is set.